Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, guys. So, the Lakers have trade interest in three defensive-minded guards, guys, that was just announced or just reported a couple days ago. Three of these guards, the three guards that we're talking about, one of them is Ayo Dosunmu, the Chicago Bulls point guard, 6'5", 200 pounds. Very, very versatile as a player, not just a defender, but as an offensive player as well. Very, very intriguing. He's also only 25 years old. The second guy is Matisse Thybulle. Portland Trailblazers guard, wing, whatever you want to call him. Very, very long arms. Two-time all-defensive team player. He is a very, very intriguing option as well. And obviously the last guy is Marcus Smart. Now, I just made a video the other day about Marcus Smart possibly getting bought out with the Washington Wizards. So maybe the Lakers are trying to wait on him to get bought out because it doesn't really make sense. His timeline, his age going along with the timeline the Wizards are going with. They just traded for Cam Whitmore. They drafted the Johnson kid out of Texas. Very intriguing guard. He looks like he's going to be pretty good. They have a couple other younger guards as well. They just traded Kelly Olynyk for a couple other guards from the San Antonio Spurs as well. So, in my opinion, guys, these three guys, let's go ahead and get into the statistics right quick. Let's go ahead and get into the statistics. Yeah, Ayo Dosunmu, he is a 6'5" guard. He's only 25 years old. He had a triple-double last season as well. I think he had like 27, 11, and 10. Like I said, he is a very, very versatile player on both sides of the ball. He can guard like 1 through 3 most of the time. Very annoying player, and that's what we need on this team, annoying defenders. Now, his three-point percentage isn't great when it comes to like consistently playing, but when he did play 76 games last season, he did shoot 40% from 3. Now, last season might have been an outlier. I'm not sure. He shot about 4 attempts a game. The last 2 seasons. I'm willing to go with this season right here when he played more games. Now, he only started 37 games, and he wouldn't start for us. He wouldn't start for the Lakers either, most likely. He probably will come off the bench, but you would have a replacement in a guy like Gabe Vincent, and I think is more intriguing. He's only 25 years old. I think he's a better overall player than Gabe Vincent. He can create off the dribble. He can create in the pick and roll. He's a pretty good passer, pretty good cutter, pretty athletic. 6'5", like I said earlier, has long arms. And he's a versatile defender as well. So I just think adding more versatility to the perimeter on his team on both sides of the ball definitely does help this team out a lot. Now, let's go ahead and get into Matisse Thybulle as well. And then I'm going to tell you guys at the end of the video which guy I would prefer the Lakers to trade for, or like the main target I think they should be targeting out of these 3 players. All 3 of these guys are intriguing. If you get any one of them, if you get either one of them, should I say, it would be very, very good for our team, I feel like. Now, Matisse Thybulle, the last couple seasons in Portland has been so bad the last couple years. He came into the league in 2019, 2020. He is, how old is Matisse? Don't say his age for him for some reason. I think he's somewhere around like 28 or 29, though, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's another guy that is an inconsistent three-point shooter for his career. Now, last season, only 15 games, he shot 44% from 3. But he is a very, very inconsistent three-point shooter. But from the corner, he is absolute money from the corner. Now, when it comes to defense, he is a better version of Jared Vanderbilt when it comes to overall player. But when it comes to defense, he is annoying just like Vando. He is a very, very long-armed guard, wing, whatever you want to call him. But when it comes to him being a point-of-attack defender, he is one of the best in the league. Still to this day, he is one of the best on-ball defenders in the entire NBA. He sits down in the chair, and he is very, very good at navigating screens, getting into the passing lanes, and getting steals, picking point guards' pockets, like guys like Steph Curry, navigating screens, running around screens with him. Now, obviously, he is not going to shut down a Steph Curry. I seen somebody comment the other day when we was talking about Marcus Smart, and he was saying how Marcus Smart struggled against Steph Curry in the finals a couple years ago. Brother, it's Steph Curry. Like, nobody's going to shut Steph Curry down. The only thing you can do is hope he misses and make it extremely tough on him. That's all you can do. It's Steph Curry. He is the greatest three-point shooter of all time. So, like I said, when it comes to guys like Matisse Thybulle, he can be that point-of-attack defender to guard guys that's bringing the ball up, guard other guys, great perimeter players like Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant. Like, he can guard these guys, Trae Young, stuff like that, Jamal Murray. He can guard these guys. You can put him in a game and have him guard those guys. He can even start alongside Luka if needed. I don't know if he would start because of the inconsistencies with the three-point shot. But like I said, he is absolute money from the corner. He's a really good three-point shooter from the corner. They don't have his statistics on shooting from the corner, but you can look it up on like different basketball reference or basketball index and stuff like that. But yeah, Matisse Thybulle is another intriguing option. Now the health problems the last couple of seasons have been a concern. The most games he's played, well, he did play 65 games last year. If he can get around that 60 to 65, 70, somewhere from 60 to 70 games, a season, I'm completely fine with that. I believe he has 1 year left this year, and then next year he's going to be an expiring contract, so he has 2 years left on his contract. He's not making a lot of money, but for his age and for the need on this team at the point attack defender, Matisse Thybulle would be a great fit for this team, and I would love for the Lakers to trade for him. It shouldn't be that much either for him because he's barely in the rotation right now for the Portland Trailblazers. He doesn't even play that much. And the Lakers GM Rob Pelinka and the Blazers GM, they have a pretty good relationship, and supposedly they're talking right now, and maybe something will get done at Las Vegas Summer League. Maybe they'll talk more. But just in general, guys, like I really do like Matisse Thybulle as a player, and I think he would be a great fit on this team. Now, let's go ahead and get to Marcus Smart. Now, we just made a video about Marcus the other day, right? We just made a video about him the other day, but the all defensive, this dude is a defensive demon, man. He's a defensive demon, and like I said, guys, he is one of the best defenders in the league, even still at this age. I think he's 31 years old now. I believe he turns 32 during the season. No, he just turned 31, okay? He just turned 31 a couple months ago. So he'll turn 32 during the season of next year. But he is one of the buyout candidates for the Wizards. They have 17 roster spots right now, all guaranteed contracts for 17 players on their team. They have a lot of older guys like CJ McCollum, Chris Middleton. They traded Kelly Olynyk, but they have Marcus Smart as well. Marcus Smart at 31, almost 32 years old. He'll be 32 next year. He doesn't fit the timeline of the Wizards team or what they're trying to do. They just traded for Cam Whitmore, like I said at the beginning of the video. They drafted the Johnson kid out of Texas. So he is one of those guys that just doesn't fit the plan of the Wizards. Now, will Marcus Smart ask for a buyout because he's 31 years old and he wants to go try to play for another team to compete for a championship? Or would you even chance that if you're the Lakers? Would you chance that if you're the Lakers? Because he could start for this team. He's a guy that I would be willing to start and have Austin Reeves come off the bench to have a more balanced starting five. He is one of those guys I would be willing to start alongside Luka Doncic, and he can be that annoying, this annoying defender on the perimeter and guarding other guys' best players on the perimeter. So he won Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time defense all defensive first team as well. And his 3-point shooting over the years has been up and down. But I just think overall, guys, like he can shoot the ball. He did shoot 40% last season with the Wizards when he got traded to the Wizards from the Memphis Grizzlies. He did have some injury problems last year as well. He's had injury problems the last couple of seasons. So that's another thing. All of these guys have some injury issues, but you have to take the chance. And like I say all the time, I said this in my last video as well. Some of these guys that are older or getting older, they're on bad teams. A lot of these bad teams, they want to play the extremely young players, right? So they're not going to be chancing some of the older guys getting hurt worse or not being cautious with these guys because they don't want to win anyways. Most of these franchises that these players have been on, like the Wizards and the Portland Trailblazers, even the Bulls to a certain extent, they don't really want to win right now. They want to try to tank, or they want to try to lose some games so they can try to get more draft capital, develop some of the younger players so they can become better in the future. And I feel like some of these older guys are not benefiting from that. So that the franchises are maybe telling these guys, look, you sit out tonight, you sit out this game, and let's go ahead and let's be as cautious as possible if you have like some soreness in your hamstring or you have some soreness in your calf. These things, I think these things really do matter because, like I said, for an example, Anthony Davis, when he played with the Pelicans, he was sitting out a lot of games. Now, obviously, AD had some injuries with the Lakers, but with the Pelicans, you couldn't really see Anthony Davis get injured on the court like you did with the Lakers. He'll just pop up on the injury report out of nowhere, and he'll be sitting out games. I think that happens a lot in the NBA, and especially with older guys that don't fit the timeline of a team that's trying to lose or tank. I think that they be very, very cautious on when they play because they want to save themselves for when they do get to a contender. So what I mean by that is I think that might be the case with a guy like Marcus Smart. Has Marcus Smart really been injured the last couple of years a lot? I don't believe so. So there is some caution with the injuries, though, because of the injuries that he's had, like the calf and the finger surgery and stuff like that. besides the injury stuff, I think that all three of these guys would be a great fit on this team. And if I had to choose one of them, I think I would probably go Ayo Dosunmu, Marcus Smart, and Matisse Thybulle. But all three of these guys would be great fits on our team. I think all three of them fit better than Bradley Beal, but I do think a guy like Bradley Beal is still a good fit on this team because this team needs bench scoring as well. We got to remember, guys, the Lakers played 5 players the entire second half of the Minnesota Timberwolves series in the last game because JJ Redick had nobody on the bench that he really trusted. You trying to tell me Bradley Beal wouldn't have played at all? Bradley Beal would play on this team. Bradley Beal would be a guy off the bench that can provide you scoring. And he's not a bad defender. Bradley Beal is not a bad defender. Bradley Beal is not a lockdown defender by any means. But he is not a defender to where you're going to get picked on the whole time. He is not that bad of a defender. He's just not. He's not. So you guys got to look at the tape on that. He's not a, just because you don't have lockdown defenders don't mean that he's a bad defender. That's the thing. Like, Dalton Knecht is a bad defender. Luka Doncic is a bad defender most of the time. Like, these guys are bad defenders. Bradley Beal is not a bad defender. And then on top of that, he's a, for the value you're going to get him at a vet minimum, I don't understand why some people are complaining about the possibility of signing a guy like Bradley Beal, guys. Like, no, he's not the best fit, but fit don't matter all the time. Like, the talent level is too good to pass up for a vet minimum contract. Coming off the bench for your team, possibly? You don't think Bradley Beal will want to do that? You don't think Bradley Beal will be a good fit on our team coming off the bench, bro, averaging 17, 16 a game, giving us a scoring punch, maybe some nights coming in the game, giving us a huge lift and win some games in the regular season, maybe even in the postseason? That would be amazing for this team. And then some nights, Bron sits out. You can start a guy like Bradley Beal, or he can come in the game and he can contribute to at a major level. You know, he's had some injury concerns as well. But at a vet minimum, we got to remember, guys, the value of getting a guy that's a 50, 40, 90 guy almost, averaging 17 a game, off the bench at a vet minimum. That's something you cannot pass up. You have to throw fit out the window. Now, if you're trying to trade for him and get a guy and you know trade all these assets and get a $50 million contract, $60 million, that's okay. That's out the window completely. But getting this guy to vet minimum, bro, or even a $5 million contract for a guy of that stature, you cannot pass that up. You have to throw fit out the window. And if it doesn't work, oh well. But the risk is too good for you to not take the risk would be too high. The risk is, it's a low risk, high reward. The reward would be too high, you know, for you not to take that low of a risk. So that's my opinion on Bradley Beal, guys. I'm sorry that they ran about. I just see too many people just say they don't want him on the team. Like, if the Lakers sign him, they can't do other moves. Like, the Lakers have plenty of assets to still make moves and get defensive guys like the three we just talked about in today's video. But just in general, guys, these things are very, very important in my opinion when it comes to getting a defensive-minded guard or wing in general. But these three guys are very, very intriguing. I would love all three of them. But that's my order. I would go Ayo Dosunmu, I would go Marcus Smart, and I would go Matisse Thybulle if I had to choose. But either one will be fine. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Which three would y'all choose, or which order would y'all go in? Which the one you which oh my god, which player would you guys prefer the most? And let me know in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe on the video. Thanks all the love on the recent videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.